We've all heard of the term red pill and blue pill, but what a lot of people aren't talking about is the demoralized black pill folks. These guys do not think critically. They are exactly like NPCs, just the opposite. As above, so below. They mirror everything that an NPC does except in the opposite. So NPCs believe everything that the news media tells them, correct? It doesn't matter if the news media is now leaning left, leaning right, whatever political party, they believe 110% what is being said on TV. Then you have the black-pilled folks who do not believe anything and everything is a psyops. Everyone is counter intel. Everybody's controlled opposition. It is the laziest form of thinking and also done by very low IQ people, just like the NPCs, because they cannot have a critical thought in their heads. Now, I've been studying what these three-letter agencies are doing and how they categorize us as humans. So let me just show you a bell graph that I created just to kind of quickly try and formulate the categories that these three-letter agencies are using in order to categorize us as human beings of where we go. And then I'm going to tell you where the black-pilled folks actually lay on this graph. So according to the three-letter agencies, you've got sleepers, which I call NPCs. Then you've got the sheep, because they can be led each way. Then you have the awake, which are called goats. If you wonder why goats, try raising goats. They're very difficult. So sleepers, you've got 10 to 20% of sleepers, depending on how asleep they are. That's kind of the graph. Then you've got the sheep. They have absolutely no moral high ground. There's no real backbone. They will just be led to whichever side is the loudest and whatever's more popular. Then you have the awake, 10% to 20% of awake folks, and they know what's really going on, but they also know that things are a lot more complex and in depth than just black and white thinking. Now, where do these black-pilled folks lie in? They're basically sleeper cells because they're super easily manipulated. So why are black-pilled folks so easily manipulated? Well, one, they're emotional. Two, they don't understand the complexity of human behavior and the fact that a lot of people have good and bad within themselves. They do not have the ability to discern what is right and what is wrong. To them, it is a lot easier and lazy thinking to just label everything as a conspiracy theory. Everything is bad. There's absolutely no truth in anything. And that is very useful for the three-letter agencies because not only does it demoralize certain truth groups into divide and conquer because of these folks, because of these lazy thinkers, it's also very easy for them to just say then, well, science is not real. Everything is fake, all of this, and they don't really give any sort of solution to anything. They're just there to demoralize, attack certain content creators who are trying to get the truth out, basically on a minimal thing that they don't agree with. And so what they do is they obsess and they latch on, like parasites, to certain content creators to be able to, I guess, make them out to seem something that they are not. So if you come across someone who basically tells you that everybody's bad, everything is horrible, just know that you have been black-pilled into the three-letter agencies and that you are easily manipulated because you don't have the complexity to think about certain situations and decipher what is true within those situations and what is a lie in order to form the truth, which is a lot more complex and in depth than a lot of these content creators want you to think about.